No. It wasn't second half. Yeah, in fairness, I didn't see the second half performance coming. I thought the first half we stuck at it. Unfortunate, as you just mentioned, a couple of defections and they take the lead, which obviously you don't want to concede a goal against Spurs away from home, but that's the situation. But I thought we had a number of good moments. We'd highlighted areas where we felt we could attack Spurs and get some joy, and I think we exploited them in terms of spaces down the side of the centre halves and spaces behind their full-backs, which they always vacate. So even though we were 1 down at half-time, I felt encouraged by what I saw. But clearly with the proviso that you have to do exactly the same in the second half, and it can't be about a 45-minute performance. It has to be a 90-minute performance. Unfortunately, that's what we got. Second half, obviously conceding 2 very easy goals from Spurs' point of view and poor goals from our point of view. At 3-0, then the game clearly had gone away from us, and guys needed just to clear their heads and take their medicine and keep their shape, keep what we talk about every single day in terms of defending correctly, and like I said, take our medicine and get out of here and prepare for the game on Tuesday. But as it was, we got a little bit strung out, a little bit ragged, and good teams like Spurs can pick you off, and that's what happened in the latter stages. So in terms of a complete performance, clearly it wasn't one. That's illustrated by the margin of defeat for us. But if we can take any encouragement, it's probably from the first half. But second half was clearly not acceptable from our point of view.
Was this the right environment to throw in Tom Edwards?
Excuse me. Tom is a young player. We've got a lot of trust in. I wouldn't have put him in if I didn't think he could to handle it. It's part of his development. He's been unfortunate, probably given the games I've picked for him, Man City away and Spurs away. But sometimes young players need to experience this early in their career, and he would have obviously hoped that the day would have panned out like it did, obviously when he woke up this morning. But sometimes that could be a good thing for a young player. So he'll learn from it, and he's been through this experience. So we hope that helps his development, albeit that wasn't the intention before the game.
Was the plan to go out at the second half and try and get back in the game as quickly as possible?
No, it was about making sure that we still had a foothold in the game. I mean, towards the end of the game, we felt that then we could open up a little bit and try and get back on level terms. That was the nature of the conversation. It wasn't about going gung-ho straight from the off. That would have been ridiculous. But we made key errors, and individually and collectively, and never recovered from them. And with the quality that Spurs have at the top end of the pitch, we couldn't cope. And it's the old adage: if somebody's a little bit quicker, a little bit more powerful, a little bit more technically adept than you, then you've got to affect them in a certain way. You've got to get closer to them. You've got to force them sideways and backwards, and you've got to do that individually and collectively. And obviously, once they got their tails up, we found it very difficult to do that, to affect them. So that's why the margin of victory started to increase.
What's the news with Rodriguez? He's in Spain right now, and there's some rumours in the Spanish press that says Stoke would got his loan, and there's some teams in Spain interested.
He's back home with his family because his young child is ill. That's the reason. It's football. We're not discussing his situation. His situation is that he's with his family, and that's the right place for him at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.